The true strength of an individual often lies in silent effort, a kind of quiet perseverance that requires a special depth of determination, resilience, and commitment. When you commit yourself to working hard in silence, you're stepping away from the need for applause, praise, or recognition. Instead, you're focusing all your energy on progress, growth, and the journey itself. It's a mindset that values the internal over the external, a decision to build on the foundation of one's personal strength and character rather than on the validation of others. This quiet dedication nurtures an inner strength that doesn't require constant reassurance from the outside world. Silent effort is about having the discipline to stay the course, even when there's no applause, no encouragement, and no acknowledgement from anyone around you. It's about training yourself to value the work itself and the transformation it brings rather than any kind of temporary recognition or praise. This commitment to the process over the results or the reward strengthens not only your work but also your ability to persevere. It's a quiet belief that what you're doing is valuable even if nobody else sees it. This is where true resilience begins to take root, in the ability to keep moving forward when there is no one else to acknowledge, validate, or even see the work you're putting in. This approach requires a deep, enduring faith in yourself and in the process. The world often rewards those who boast or broadcast their efforts, but silent effort requires the ability to stay under the radar, to work with intensity and commitment while others may be enjoying their moment in the spotlight. Silent workers understand that real progress is slow, that it doesn't always look like much on the surface, and that the best things take time. There is no shortcut here. And those who commit to silent hard work know that they're in it for the long haul. They understand that while people may not notice them now, they're building something far more valuable than attention or praise. They're building inner strength, character, and resilience, qualities that don't fade or disappear in the face of adversity. This dedication to quiet progress is what distinguishes those who achieve sustainable success from those who only experience fleeting moments of it. When you're working in silence, you're not driven by the praise of others. Instead, you're driven by your commitment to excellence and to a higher standard that you set for yourself. The silent worker isn't interested in impressing others because they're too focused on growing, refining, and perfecting their craft. They know that true strength isn't about projecting an image or pleasing others. It's about becoming genuinely strong, capable, and grounded from within. This strength doesn't depend on applause or validation from others. It's rooted deeply in one's sense of purpose, dedication, and desire to grow. By choosing to work in silence, you give yourself the gift of freedom. You're free from the distractions of comparison, the need for constant validation, and the trap of trying to live up to the expectations of others. Instead, you're focused entirely on your own journey, on the daily actions, and on the small steps that over time add up to real change and growth. Silent effort is freeing because it allows you to focus solely on what truly matters, becoming better every day, taking the next step, and continuously moving forward. You're not distracted by how others perceive you or by the pressure to maintain an image. This freedom allows you to commit fully to your own journey without the burden of outside judgment or approval. Working in silence also means that you're building a kind of strength that is unshakable. When you're used to relying on external validation, you become dependent on it. You start to doubt yourself if the applause isn't there, or if others aren't noticing or affirming your efforts. But silent workers develop an inner strength that doesn't waver based on others' opinions. They know the value of their work, and they're secure in their commitment to the journey, regardless of whether anyone else is watching or cheering them on. This strength becomes a source of resilience, allowing them to face challenges and setbacks without losing focus or determination. They've already learned to persevere without praise, so they're well equipped to handle adversity with grace and composure. Another powerful aspect of silent effort is that it fosters a kind of quiet humility. When you're working for recognition or applause, it's easy to get caught up in your own achievements, to start seeing yourself through the lens of what you've accomplished rather than who you are. Silent workers, on the other hand, are grounded in a humility that comes from focusing solely on the work. They don't need to seek praise because they're not interested in being praised. They're interested in being better, in growing, and in making progress. This humility is what keeps them grounded, even when success does eventually come their way. They're not swayed by the highs and lows of public opinion, because their work isn't about proving anything to anyone else. It's about personal growth, mastery, and self-respect. Working hard in silence is about cultivating patience, because silent effort often goes unnoticed for a long time. You may be working day in and day out without any visible reward, progress, or acknowledgement. But in this silence, you're learning patience, a quality that is essential for anyone aiming for true, lasting success. Silent workers understand that real change and real achievement don't happen overnight. They're willing to wait, to persist, and to endure because they know that what they're building is worth the time, energy, and dedication it requires. They trust in the process and are content to let time reveal the results. Patience then becomes a source of strength, a steady anchor that keeps them grounded even when results are not immediate. When we focus on building character over recognition, we move into a new level of self-awareness and personal development. This shift is subtle yet profound, involving a redirection of energy from outward validation to internal growth. Rather than seeking approval, applause, or admiration from others, we turn our attention inward, focusing on the qualities we are developing, the skills we are refining, and the values we are embedding deeply within ourselves. It's about a journey to become better, not for the sake of impressing anyone, but for the sake of fulfilling a personal commitment to excellence, growth, and purpose. The world often equates success with recognition. Society frequently measures worth by how many followers someone has, the number of accolades they have received, or how widely their achievements are known. But true character development occurs far from the public eye, often without anyone knowing, noticing, or understanding the depth of what's taking place within. This inward transformation is a quiet and steady process, a commitment to uphold one's standards even when no one else is watching. Building character over recognition involves an understanding that external validation is fleeting. The applause of today might fade tomorrow, the compliments might stop, and the spotlight might shift to someone else. But what remains is the strength of character, the internal discipline, and the unwavering commitment to one's principles and values. When you commit to character over recognition, you're investing in qualities that endure regardless of external circumstances. You learn to measure your success by your standards rather than by the opinions of others. This is the essence of integrity, doing what is right, what aligns with your values, even when it goes unnoticed. Integrity is a foundation that can't be shaken, and it's developed when you are consistent in your actions, especially when there's no audience. This journey is personal. It's about becoming a person of substance, someone who values personal growth and integrity over temporary accolades. It's a quiet commitment rooted in purpose rather than performance, substance over style. As you pursue character, you begin to realize that recognition, if it comes, is simply a byproduct. It's something that may or may not happen along the way, but it's no longer your aim. You're not swayed by the temptation to prove anything to anyone because you're too focused on proving something to yourself. This is where real strength develops. Recognition can be a distraction. It can tempt you to do things for the wrong reasons, to seek approval rather than excellence. When you choose character over recognition, you're freeing yourself from this need. You're allowing yourself to become fully immersed in your own journey, dedicated to the art of self-improvement without the interference of others' opinions. Another crucial element of focusing on character over recognition is that it allows for genuine growth. When you're not concerned with how others see you, you're more willing to take risks, to fail, and to learn. Recognition can sometimes create a pressure to maintain an image which can inhibit growth and exploration. But when you're focused on character, you're not afraid of failure because your worth isn't tied to others' approval. Instead, failure becomes a tool for growth, a way to refine and strengthen yourself. You're able to take setbacks in stride, understanding that they are simply part of the process. In this way, focusing on character over recognition cultivates a mindset of resilience, one that welcomes challenges and uses them as fuel for continued development. This path also encourages humility. Recognition often has a way of feeding the ego, creating a desire for more attention, more validation, and more approval. But when you're focused on character, you're less interested in feeding the ego and more interested in personal growth. Humility becomes an integral part of your journey because you're not doing it for anyone else. You're not seeking to be above anyone. Instead, you're focused on rising above your former self, on becoming a better person than you were yesterday. Humility in this sense isn't about thinking less of yourself, but rather thinking about yourself less. It's a commitment to continual improvement without needing a stage, audience, or applause. Choosing character over recognition also fosters a sense of inner peace. When you're no longer chasing external validation, you find freedom from the constant pressure to perform, to impress, or to live up to others' expectations. You find a place of calm within yourself, a sense of self-assurance that isn't easily shaken. This inner peace comes from knowing who you are and what you stand for. It's a confidence rooted in your values rather than in your achievements, a security that doesn't waver based on whether others notice or appreciate what you do. You're grounded in your own worth, which isn't dependent on recognition, but is intrinsic to who you are. Over time, this commitment to character becomes a powerful force that guides every aspect of your life. It influences the decisions you make, the way you treat others, and the way you see yourself. Recognition might come and go, but character is enduring. It shapes who you are at your core, influencing not only what you do, but also how you do it. This focus on character over recognition allows you to become a person of principle, someone who is guided by their values rather than by the shifting opinions of others. You develop a kind of quiet strength, an authenticity that speaks louder than any words or accolades could. When you pursue character over recognition, you're on a path that is uniquely your own. You're not following trends or seeking approval. Instead, you're following your internal compass, driven by a desire to become the best version of yourself. This journey is fulfilling because it's deeply aligned with your true self. It's a journey that isn't subject to the whims of public opinion or the fickle nature of external praise. Instead, it's a steady, consistent pursuit of growth, rooted in a genuine desire to develop into a person of integrity, resilience, and depth. This journey is often quiet, unseen, and unrecognized, but it's the kind of journey that leads to lasting fulfillment and true success. Choosing consistency over flash is an approach to life that requires patience, dedication, and a commitment to steady progress, often without immediate results. It's a shift from seeking quick, attention-grabbing wins to embracing a slower, more methodical path toward genuine achievement. Consistency is about showing up day after day, regardless of how much recognition or attention you receive, and regardless of how glamorous or exciting the work may appear on the surface. This kind of commitment builds a solid foundation, one that's capable of withstanding challenges, setbacks, and obstacles because it's rooted in discipline and persistence, not in seeking quick rewards. The world often glorifies flash, the exciting, the new, the immediately impressive. However, flash is frequently fleeting, lacking the durability that true success requires. When you focus on consistency, you prioritize small, continuous actions that add up over time. It's the difference between making a big splash once and steadily filling a reservoir drop by drop. The results might not be as immediately noticeable or impressive, but over time, the power of these small, consistent efforts becomes undeniable. This is where true progress lies, in the daily habits and routines that may seem insignificant in the moment but create real transformation over time. Consistency means developing the discipline to continue moving forward even when it's difficult, boring, or unglamorous. It requires an understanding that real growth isn't always visible and that it often takes time before others can see the results of your efforts. In a world where instant gratification is readily available and constantly sought after, the commitment to consistency stands out as a rare quality. It's a choice to focus on long-term goals rather than being swayed by short-term rewards. This approach demands a deep sense of purpose because consistency by its nature is a long game. Those who embrace it understand that true achievement doesn't come from sporadic efforts or sudden bursts of energy, but from a steady, unrelenting commitment to their vision. The power of consistency also lies in its ability to build momentum. Each day that you show up, you're adding to the foundation you've already created, making it stronger and more stable. Over time, this momentum becomes a driving force, making it easier to stay on course because you've established a rhythm, a habit of showing up and putting in the work. This momentum builds resilience as the habit of consistency becomes ingrained in you, allowing you to continue even when the path gets challenging. By staying consistent, you're training yourself to become reliable, not just to others, but also to yourself. You're building a reputation for following through, for doing what you say you're going to do, even when it's difficult or inconvenient. This approach to consistency often goes unnoticed because it lacks the immediate wow factor that flashier approaches might offer. But the strength of consistency is that it's not dependent on external validation. It doesn't need to be seen or praised to be effective. Consistency is rooted in self-discipline, in the commitment to one's own goals and standards rather than in seeking approval from others. This internal drive, free from the need for recognition, makes consistency a powerful tool for anyone aiming to achieve lasting success. It's about building something real and substantial, something that can withstand scrutiny and challenges because it's been built with care and dedication over time. When you focus on consistency over flash, you're investing in a process that builds character. The daily, sometimes monotonous routine of showing up and putting in the work requires a level of commitment and integrity that flash alone can't provide. Flash may give you a momentary boost of excitement or attention, but it doesn't create the depth of character that consistent effort does. The act of consistently working toward a goal, even when the results are not immediate or visible, shapes you into someone who values growth over praise, substance over style. This transformation is gradual, often unnoticed by others, but profoundly impactful. It creates a resilience and a sense of self-respect that can't be easily shaken. Consistency is also about building trust with yourself. Each time you show up, each time you take even a small step forward, you're reinforcing the belief that you are capable, that you can rely on yourself to do what needs to be done. This trust in yourself is invaluable as it builds confidence not based on external achievements, but on a deep-rooted belief in your own ability to persevere. Over time, this trust in yourself becomes a source of strength, one that enables you to take on bigger challenges, set higher goals, and push yourself further because you know you have the discipline and commitment to follow through. Choosing consistency over flash also gives you the ability to handle setbacks with grace. When you're focused on consistency, a single failure or setback doesn't derail you. You understand that progress isn't linear and that temporary obstacles are just part of the journey. Because you've built a habit of showing up day after day, you're able to keep moving forward even when things don't go as planned. This resilience is one of the most powerful aspects of consistency. It allows you to stay the course, to adapt when necessary, and to keep your eyes on your long-term goals, even in the face of challenges. Flash, by contrast, often crumbles in the face of adversity because it hasn't been built on a solid foundation. Consistency at its core is about having a vision and being willing to work toward it every single day, even when progress is slow and invisible. It's about understanding that true success is a result of small, consistent efforts rather than occasional bursts of enthusiasm. This mindset fosters patience, a willingness to allow time to do its work rather than expecting immediate results. It's an understanding that the journey is as important as the destination, that each day of consistent effort is contributing to something meaningful and lasting. In the end, those who choose consistency over flash are often the ones who achieve lasting success. Their achievements may not come with the immediate fanfare that flashier approaches bring, but they are substantial, enduring, and built on a foundation that can't be easily shaken. Consistency is a quiet strength, one that doesn't need to announce itself or seek validation, because it's rooted in a genuine commitment to personal growth and long-term success. The daily effort, the quiet perseverance, and the commitment to steady progress create a depth of accomplishment that flash simply can't match. The concept of creating a surprise over expectation is powerful, especially in a world that increasingly encourages us to broadcast every achievement, every milestone, and every step of our progress. The value of silent, behind-the-scenes effort becomes evident in the way it can produce outcomes that surprise others, results that carry a depth and impact far greater than if they had been anticipated. When you work quietly without broadcasting your every move, you cultivate an element of unpredictability, an element of surprise that allows your results to speak for themselves. This surprise has an added layer of authenticity because it wasn't designed for applause or approval. It simply reveals itself as the natural outcome of dedicated, consistent work. Working in silence and allowing your actions to reveal themselves over time creates a more profound impression than any declaration or promotion of your efforts ever could. When people see your results unfold unexpectedly, they're often more impacted because there was no build-up, no prelude that could diminish the effect. This surprise catches people off guard, often inspiring admiration and respect because it suggests a dedication to the craft and a commitment to excellence that doesn't rely on external validation. The results stand alone, untainted by the need to be seen, and because they weren't predicted, they carry a gravity and presence that can often be more influential than results that were anticipated or even expected. This approach is about patience and restraint, about holding back the desire to seek attention or approval while you're in the process of growth. It's about dedicating yourself to the work itself, rather than to the recognition that may follow. When you work in silence, you're focusing all your energy on the process, on refining your skills, and on ensuring that your results speak clearly when they do emerge. The time spent in silent effort builds strength, skill, and a foundation that's much stronger than if it had been built under the constant need for validation. The quiet, unseen work becomes a kind of preparation, so that when the moment comes, the impact is genuine and the achievement is undeniable. Another profound advantage of creating a surprise over expectation is that it builds your confidence in a unique way. When you're not focused on showcasing your progress, you begin to rely more on your own assessment of growth rather than on others' praise or acknowledgement. This approach requires you to be deeply in tune with your progress, constantly assessing and refining without needing the outside world to tell you whether you're on the right track. This self-reliance becomes a source of confidence that's not dependent on external opinion, making it a more stable, enduring kind of assurance. You learn to trust in your ability to produce results, to achieve, and to grow without needing others to confirm or validate it along the way. Creating a surprise over expectation also aligns with the idea of humility. When you're not seeking to impress or surprise people at every step, you're more likely to focus on the work itself, on becoming truly skilled, knowledgeable, and effective in your field. The element of surprise is a natural byproduct of this kind of focused effort, not something you manufacture or plan. Because your focus is inward on your own growth and progress, you don't feel the need to constantly promote or announce your achievements. This humility becomes a foundation of strength, allowing you to keep growing without being swayed by the temptation to seek temporary validation. Instead, you're building something substantial, something that doesn't need to be seen to be powerful. Surprise over expectation also has a way of disarming people, catching them off guard in a way that can be incredibly powerful. When someone is expecting a certain outcome, their response is often moderated by that expectation. They may even take it for granted. But when you quietly work in the background and reveal your results only when they're ready, it creates a moment of genuine surprise, a revelation that often inspires greater respect and admiration. People recognize that you weren't working for them or for their approval. You were working for yourself, for your own growth and achievement. This authenticity adds weight to your accomplishments, making them feel more substantial and meaningful. In many ways, working to create a surprise over expectation teaches you the power of patience and restraint. It requires you to focus on the long term, on what you're building, rather than how others perceive it in the moment. This approach requires you to be willing to wait, to delay gratification, and to trust that your work will be noticed in its own time. It's a lesson in self-discipline, in resisting the urge to broadcast your every move and instead allowing your results to speak when the time is right. This patience becomes a strength, as it allows you to keep your attention on what truly matters, free from the distractions of seeking recognition too soon. The element of surprise also fosters a sense of self-respect because you're not constantly seeking approval from others. When you're committed to working quietly, you're placing value on the work itself rather than on how it's received by others. This quiet dedication builds a sense of self-respect that isn't easily shaken, as it's based on the knowledge that you're working for your own growth, not for anyone else's validation. This respect for yourself and for your own journey becomes a source of inner strength, giving you the courage to pursue your goals without the need for constant acknowledgement. Surprising others with your results instead of setting their expectations allows you to operate without the pressure of meeting other standards or timelines. You're free to work at your own pace, to develop your skills fully, and to deliver results that are a true reflection of your abilities. This freedom is empowering, as it gives you control over your own narrative, allowing you to reveal your progress on your own terms. You're not bound by others' expectations, and you're not limited by the need to meet anyone else's schedule or standards. This freedom gives you room to experiment, to take risks, and to learn without the fear of failure in the public eye. It allows you to grow in your own way, ensuring that when you do reveal your progress, it's authentic and deeply meaningful. The choice to surprise over expectation encourages a kind of depth in your work, a commitment to quality that doesn't rely on others' acknowledgement. When you're not working to meet anyone else's expectations, you're free to focus on what's truly important, on creating something of lasting value, on developing a depth of skill and understanding that isn't easily achieved. This depth becomes a source of pride, a reflection of the work you've done in silence, and when it's finally revealed, it carries a weight and an impact that can't be manufactured. In a world where the noise of constant communication and information sharing often drowns out the subtleties of personal growth, developing self-confidence in silence emerges as a crucial skill. This quiet cultivation of self-confidence is an inner journey, one that emphasizes introspection, self-awareness, and a deep understanding of personal values and strengths. When you work on building your self-confidence in silence, you do so without the external pressures of societal expectations, opinions, or immediate feedback. Instead, you create a space where you can reflect on your own capabilities, recognize your growth, and trust in your journey without the need for validation from the outside world. Self-confidence rooted in silence allows you to step away from the distractions of external approval and focus on your own internal narrative. Many people derive their confidence from external sources, praise from others, social media likes, or professional accolades. While these external factors can provide temporary boosts to self-esteem, they can be unstable and often lead to a reliance on others' perceptions for your sense of self-worth. When you choose to develop your self-confidence in silence, you're making a commitment to understand and affirm your own abilities and worth. You learn to look inward for validation rather than seeking it from others, creating a more solid foundation for your self-esteem that isn't easily shaken by outside opinions or temporary setbacks. This process of building self-confidence in silence often requires an honest evaluation of your strengths and weaknesses. It's about taking the time to reflect on what you're truly good at, what brings you joy, and where you excel. By recognizing your unique talents and attributes, you can begin to appreciate your value without needing others to tell you. This self-assessment is not about comparing yourself to others, but rather about celebrating your individuality. It fosters a sense of self-acceptance and encourages you to embrace your authentic self, leading to a more profound and lasting sense of confidence that is rooted in who you truly are. The journey of cultivating self-confidence in silence also allows for personal growth and development without the pressures of performance. When you're not concerned with how others perceive your progress, you can take risks, make mistakes, and learn from them in a safe space. This freedom is essential for developing true confidence because it encourages experimentation and exploration without the fear of judgment. In a quiet personal space, you can push your boundaries, challenge your limits, and discover new aspects of yourself that you may not have realized existed. This trial and error process is crucial for building confidence as it allows you to test your abilities and develop resilience through overcoming obstacles. Another vital aspect of building self-confidence in silence is the power of self-reflection. Taking the time to engage in reflective practices, whether through journaling, meditation, or simply spending quiet moments with your thoughts, can lead to deeper insights about yourself and your journey. These moments of reflection help you recognize your growth, acknowledge your progress, and celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. This self-reflection encourages a sense of gratitude for your journey, which is an essential ingredient in building confidence. When you appreciate the effort you've put into your growth, you cultivate a more profound belief in your abilities and potential. Additionally, this quiet confidence building allows you to set and achieve personal goals on your own terms. When you're not influenced by others' expectations, you can create objectives that genuinely resonate with you and align with your values. This alignment is essential because it ensures that your goals are meaningful and reflective of who you are, rather than what others think you should pursue. Achieving goals that matter to you fosters a sense of pride and accomplishment that significantly boosts your self-confidence. Each milestone you reach, no matter how small, reinforces the belief that you are capable and resilient, enhancing your self-assurance over time. Developing self-confidence in silence also cultivates a greater sense of independence. When you rely on your own assessment of your worth and abilities, you become less dependent on external validation. This independence is liberating, allowing you to navigate life with a strong sense of self, unshaken by the opinions of others. It empowers you to make decisions that are in your best interest without second-guessing yourself based on what others might think. This self-reliance is a powerful confidence booster as it reinforces your belief in your ability to make sound judgments and choices. Moreover, as you build self-confidence in silence, you become more adept at managing negative thoughts and self-doubt. Instead of seeking affirmation from others to counter feelings of insecurity, you learn to challenge these negative thoughts on your own. You develop tools and strategies for self-soothing, affirming your abilities, and reminding yourself of your achievements. This inner dialogue becomes a critical aspect of your confidence-building journey as it helps you create a narrative of strength and resilience that drowns out the noise of self-doubt. Over time, this process leads to a more positive self-image, reinforcing the belief that you are worthy and capable of achieving your goals. Engaging in this journey of self-confidence building in silence also allows for a deeper understanding of failure and its role in growth. Many people fear failure, associating it with negative self-worth or inability. However, when you cultivate your confidence quietly, you come to recognize failure as a natural part of the process. This perspective shift allows you to view setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth rather than reflections of your worth. Embracing failure as a stepping stone towards success fosters resilience, enabling you to bounce back stronger and more determined than ever. Finally, this journey cultivates a sense of authenticity in your self-confidence. When you build your confidence in silence, you are embracing who you are without the need to conform to other standards or expectations. This authenticity enhances your confidence because it allows you to be genuine in your interactions and pursuits. You are not putting on a facade to impress others. Instead, you are presenting your true self, complete with strengths, weaknesses, and unique qualities. This authenticity resonates deeply with others, often leading to more meaningful connections and relationships because people can sense the genuine confidence that comes from within. In a world where noise often drowns out the profound, developing self-confidence in silence becomes a powerful and transformative journey. It's about honoring your individuality, celebrating your achievements, and cultivating a belief in yourself that is unshakable and deeply rooted in authenticity. This journey, marked by introspection, resilience, and personal growth, ultimately leads to a self-confidence that is not just superficial, but rather a profound and enduring sense of self-worth. Embracing the power of humility in the journey of personal growth is a transformative experience that can deeply enrich your life and your achievements. Humility allows you to recognize that while you are capable and skilled, you are also part of a larger tapestry of experiences and influences. It is not about diminishing your worth or abilities, rather, it is about understanding your place within the broader context of human experience and appreciating the contributions of others. This perspective fosters a sense of gratitude, collaboration, and a genuine willingness to learn from both successes and failures. When you approach your growth with humility, you open yourself to a world of possibilities that might otherwise be overlooked. At its core, humility is the acknowledgement that there is always more to learn, regardless of how much knowledge or skill you already possess. This mindset keeps you grounded and encourages a constant pursuit of knowledge and improvement. When you adopt a humble approach, you're more likely to seek out feedback, engage in constructive criticism, and embrace learning opportunities, recognizing that every experience can teach you something valuable. This openness to learning not only enhances your skills, but also fosters personal growth as you continuously evolve and adapt to new circumstances. Moreover, humility encourages you to appreciate the contributions of others. When you recognize that no achievement is made in isolation, you cultivate an attitude of gratitude toward those who have supported you along the way. Whether it's mentors, colleagues, family, or friends, acknowledging the roles that others play in your journey fosters deeper connections and builds a supportive network. This sense of interconnectedness is essential because it reminds you that personal growth is not a solo endeavor, but rather a collaborative process. As you recognize and appreciate the efforts of others, you create an environment where everyone feels valued and motivated to contribute to each other's success. Additionally, humility helps you stay grounded in the face of success. When you achieve a goal or reach a milestone, it's easy to get caught up in the excitement and pride that accompanies that achievement. However, maintaining a humble perspective allows you to celebrate your success while also recognizing that it is just one step in your ongoing journey. This perspective prevents complacency and keeps you motivated to pursue further growth. It reminds you that while you may have achieved something significant, there is always more to strive for, and that success should never be taken for granted. This continuous drive for improvement is a hallmark of individuals who embrace humility, as they understand that the journey of growth is never truly complete. The practice of humility also encourages resilience in the face of setbacks and challenges. When you experience difficulties, a humble approach allows you to accept responsibility for your actions and decisions. Instead of blaming external factors or making excuses, humility encourages self-reflection and accountability. This mindset fosters a sense of empowerment because it enables you to take ownership of your journey and learn from your mistakes. You come to understand that failure is not a reflection of your worth, but rather a stepping stone toward growth. This perspective enables you to bounce back from setbacks with renewed determination and a clearer understanding of how to navigate future challenges. Another significant aspect of humility is its ability to foster empathy and compassion for others. When you approach your own journey with humility, you are more likely to understand and appreciate the struggles of those around you. This awareness allows you to connect with others on a deeper level as you recognize that everyone is on their own path, facing their own challenges. This sense of empathy fosters meaningful relationships, creating an environment where collaboration and support flourish. By embracing humility, you become a source of encouragement and inspiration for others, demonstrating that personal growth is a shared experience that transcends individual achievements. Furthermore, humility can be a powerful catalyst for innovation and creativity. When you approach challenges with a humble mindset, you are more willing to explore new ideas, seek input from others, and embrace diverse perspectives. This openness to different viewpoints can lead to innovative solutions that may not have been considered in a more rigid or egocentric approach. By valuing the contributions of others and being willing to learn from them, you create an atmosphere that encourages creativity and experimentation. This collaborative spirit can lead to breakthroughs that propel not only your growth, but also the growth of those around you. Embracing humility also enhances your ability to receive and give constructive feedback. A humble individual understands that feedback is not a personal attack, but rather an opportunity for growth. This perspective allows you to view criticism as a valuable tool for improvement rather than a source of defensiveness. By being open to feedback, you demonstrate a commitment to your own development and a willingness to listen to others. In turn, this humility encourages you to offer constructive feedback to others in a respectful and supportive manner. This cycle of feedback fosters a culture of continuous improvement where individuals feel empowered to grow and develop together. Additionally, humility nurtures patience and perseverance in your journey. When you embrace humility, you recognize that growth takes time and effort. You become more willing to invest in the long-term process of personal development rather than seeking instant gratification or quick results. This patient approach allows you to appreciate the incremental progress you make along the way, fostering a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in your journey. Humility reminds you that every small step contributes to your overall growth, and that success is often the result of consistent, dedicated effort over time. Moreover, humility encourages you to reflect on your motivations and intentions. When you approach your goals with a humble mindset, you are more likely to ask yourself why you are pursuing certain achievements. This introspection can lead to a deeper understanding of your values and aspirations, ensuring that your goals align with your authentic self. By clarifying your intentions, you can pursue growth that is genuinely meaningful to you, rather than simply chasing external validation or societal expectations. This alignment between your actions and your values creates a sense of fulfillment that transcends superficial accomplishments. The practice of humility also allows you to build a legacy of generosity and kindness. When you approach your journey with humility, you are more likely to recognize the importance of giving back and supporting others. This desire to uplift those around you becomes a core part of your growth journey, enriching both your life and the lives of others. By sharing your knowledge, experiences, and resources, you create a ripple effect of positive change that extends beyond your own achievements. This legacy of humility and generosity is a testament to the profound impact that personal growth can have on the collective human experience. In essence, embracing the power of humility in your personal growth journey transforms not only how you view yourself, but also how you relate to others and the world around you. It fosters a mindset of continuous learning, empathy, resilience, and collaboration, allowing you to navigate the complexities of life with grace and authenticity. As you cultivate humility, you become a beacon of inspiration for others, demonstrating that true growth is not about ego or superiority, but rather about connection, understanding, and the shared pursuit of a meaningful life. In the journey of self-discipline, the ability to maintain focus and consistency over the long term is paramount to achieving your goals and realizing your potential. This kind of unwavering commitment is what allows individuals to push through challenges, resist distractions, and cultivate the habits necessary for success. The concept of working hard in silence hinges on the foundational principle that self-discipline is not simply about exerting willpower in moments of temptation. It is about creating an environment and a mindset that prioritizes sustained effort over time. This focus on self-discipline sets the stage for lasting growth and accomplishment, steering you away from the fleeting nature of immediate gratification. Self-discipline begins with the establishment of clear, specific goals. These goals act as guiding stars, providing direction and purpose to your efforts. Without clear objectives, it is easy to drift through tasks without a sense of intention or urgency. When you know what you want to achieve, you can align your actions and decisions accordingly. It is essential to break these larger goals down into smaller, manageable tasks, making the journey less overwhelming and more approachable. This incremental approach to goal setting allows you to celebrate small victories along the way, reinforcing your motivation and commitment to the process. Each completed task serves as a reminder of your progress, building momentum and confidence as you move forward. Once your goals are set, creating a structured routine is crucial in fostering self-discipline. Routines provide a framework for your daily activities, allowing you to allocate time for the tasks that contribute to your goals. This structure eliminates ambiguity and indecision, making it easier to stay focused and on track. By incorporating specific time blocks for work, reflection, and self-care into your routine, you create a balanced approach that supports your overall well-being while advancing your objectives. The key is to be consistent in adhering to this routine, even when motivation wanes or distractions arise. Developing the habit of following your routine cultivates a sense of discipline that becomes second nature over time. Another vital aspect of self-discipline is the ability to manage distractions effectively. In today's fast-paced, technology-driven world, distractions are abundant and can easily derail your focus. Whether it's social media notifications or other interruptions, it is essential to identify and minimize these distractions in order to maintain your concentration on the tasks that matter most. This might involve creating a dedicated workspace free from distractions, setting boundaries with technology, or using techniques like the Pomodoro technique to structure your work sessions. By proactively managing distractions, you create an environment conducive to deep work, allowing you to immerse yourself in your tasks without the constant pull of external influences. Furthermore, self-discipline is deeply intertwined with the cultivation of resilience. There will inevitably be moments of setback, frustration, and failure along your journey. How you respond to these challenges speaks volumes about your level of self-discipline. Instead of allowing obstacles to deter you from your path, embracing a resilient mindset means viewing setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. This perspective shift allows you to analyze what went wrong, adjust your approach, and recommit to your goals with renewed determination. Resilience fosters a sense of adaptability, enabling you to navigate obstacles without losing sight of your long-term vision. Self-discipline also involves practicing delayed gratification, which ties back to the broader concept of working hard in silence. This principle encourages you to resist the urge for immediate rewards and instead focus on the long-term benefits of your efforts. By prioritizing long-term goals over short-term pleasures, you reinforce the discipline necessary to stay committed to your path. This practice requires a level of self-awareness and introspection, as you must constantly evaluate your choices and the impact they have on your progress. It involves learning to say no to distractions and temptations that may hinder your journey, understanding that the reward for your hard work will be far more satisfying than any fleeting pleasure. In addition to individual discipline, cultivating self-discipline often involves building a supportive community around you. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals who share similar goals and values creates an environment of accountability and encouragement. Engaging with others who are also working hard in silence can inspire you to stay disciplined and motivated. These relationships provide a valuable support network, allowing you to share challenges, celebrate successes, and gain insights from others' experiences. By collaborating and connecting with others, you reinforce your commitment to your journey, making it easier to maintain focus even when faced with obstacles. Another crucial element of self-discipline is the practice of self-reflection. Regularly taking the time to assess your progress, evaluate your goals, and reflect on your experiences is essential for personal growth. This self-reflection allows you to gain insight into your strengths and weaknesses, helping you identify areas for improvement. It also provides an opportunity to celebrate your achievements and recognize the effort you've put in, reinforcing your commitment to self-discipline. By regularly checking in with yourself, you ensure that you stay aligned with your goals and make any necessary adjustments to your approach. Moreover, self-discipline is often built on a foundation of self-belief and confidence. Developing a strong belief in your abilities and potential empowers you to pursue your goals with conviction. This self-assurance comes from recognizing your past successes and the skills you have cultivated along the way. When you trust in your capacity to achieve your objectives, you are more likely to stay disciplined and push through challenges. This confidence also encourages you to take risks and step outside your comfort zone, essential components of growth and development. The journey of self-discipline is ultimately about personal empowerment. When you commit to working hard in silence, you reclaim control over your life and your choices. This sense of agency allows you to navigate your path with intention and purpose as you take ownership of your progress and development. With each small step you take, you reinforce your ability to shape your future, and you build a strong foundation of self-discipline that serves you well in all areas of life. In conclusion, self-discipline is an integral part of working hard in silence. It encompasses goal setting, routine creation, distraction management, resilience, delayed gratification, community building, self-reflection, and self-belief. By cultivating these aspects of self-discipline, you lay the groundwork for sustained focus and commitment, enabling you to achieve your goals and unlock your true potential. This journey is not just about the destination, it's about the growth, learning, and personal transformation that occurs along the way. Embracing self-discipline empowers you to rise above challenges, remain committed to your vision, and create a life that reflects your true aspirations and values.